Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, first and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, infinite honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders, great millstone who do well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. I just want to bring out a quick lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the point. At camp, another video going into a topic that was brought up at camp when we had this Jake to come up and how he was, spewing out his madness. And the brothers was, telling him, the things that are coming in Jacob's trouble. You're going to need a higher power to defend you. And this Jake was saying, basically he didn't believe in a higher power. He believed in the universe, and he don't believe in the scriptures. And he was saying, like, if these things, he was saying out of his, words, paraphrasing, if these things happen, he's going to take up arms and, fight it out. But, hey, the scriptures speak otherwise, because this is not a carnal battle that we're fighting against, man. It's spiritual, all right? Our power is with the spirit, all right? Edom power is through carnality, with his weapons and technology and things of that nature, all right? But our power is on the right-hand side, which is through the spirit, all right? So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. It says, "For though we walk in flesh, we do not war after the flesh." All right, we walk in this flesh, but we don't war after the flesh, man. All right. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to pulling down of strongholds." All right, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. We're not here to preach a message of gathering weapons and guns and things to defend ourselves against the wiles of the devil, this devil, which is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, our weapons of warfare are through the spirit, which is spiritual, man. All right. This is Ephesians, I think it's 6:10. Ephesians 6:10 says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." It says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand." All right. The stand in the evil day is putting on the breastplate of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is his face, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. Because weapons and things of carnality will not deliver us out of what's the times to come, which is Jacob's trouble. Also, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, "A time like never has been upon the face of the earth." It says, verse 14, "Stand therefore, having your lords girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness," right? So you're supposed to have your loins girt up with the truth, man. All right? And the truth doesn't speak. The truth speak against, having, carnal weapons to deliver you. All right? Although it's not wicked to have, weapons, but you should know that that it cannot deliver you. All right, it's just a self-defense for a period of time, a short period of time. But ultimately, okay, what happens when you run out of bullets, or your gun jam, or your knife, split in half? All right, what you gonna do then? All right, that's why it's important for you not to trust in carnality. This is Salakia. Uh, this is Psalms chapter 44, verse 6. It says, "For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me." All right, so we not supposed to trust in our weapons, man. All right, although it's something to defend yourself, but at the end of the day, like I said, what happens when that gun jams? What happens when you run out of ammunition? What happens if that knife or machete gets dull or it breaks in half? What you gonna do then? All right, because your sword can't ultimately save you. It can, hold off enemies for a short time period, but after that, then what? So that's why the spirit of the Lord is important. It says, "But thou hast saved us from our enemies and have put them to shame that hated us." All right, and we're gonna put our enemies to shame that hated us through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Through the spirit, man, everything is gonna happen through the spirit. You gotta trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that He's gonna do the extraordinary. Deliver us spiritual power. All right, and that's what the Lord has promised us, man. And so it will happen. You have to believe that, man. When you face with death in front of your face, your life flashes before your eyes. Yeah, guess what? The Lord, is going to intervene. All right, that's why I say, when the enemy shall come in as a flood, and the spirit of the Lord shall uh come upon thee. Let me get that real quick. Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59 verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." Right. So that standard is what's going to deliver you through Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, because when you go into uh that standard, it's it always, like, we bring inside a lot: to flee, to escape. It says to cause, to disappear, to hide. So expect divine intervention, and that's what's ultimately gonna save you, not carnality, man. Because you cannot take up arms against what Esau Edom has, coming, or has planned. You know, all his technology, his AI robots, and all these things of this nature. A gun, any form of weaponry will not be able to defend you in that day, man, because Esau was blessed with the weapon. All right, when you read back in Genesis, man, when he was given those blessings, he was blessed with the sword. So you can't defeat Esau with his own blessing. No, you gotta defeat Esau by the blessing the Lord gave you, which was the spirit, man. All right, the spirit, the spiritual. Okay. So this is Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy." So, hey, the key phrase is wait ye upon the Lord, till He rises to the prey. All right, you don't make no moves. You don't try to do things according to your own will, but let the will of the Lord, take place, man, and then everything will fall through smoothly. All right, you going up, try to combat the Lord's will, and then guess what? It's gonna come back on you, man. All right, because you're not following the will in the way that the Lord designed this thing to be. All right, so you gonna be damn, as I should say. This is this is Romans. Come on. This is Romans chapter 12, verse 19. It says, "Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, and I will repay to the Lord. So, avenge not yourselves, man. You don't take vengeance upon yourself, man, but give place unto wrath for the Lord, because vengeance is the Lord's, man. The Lord knows who all His enemies is, and the enemies of the elect. So you let you let the Lord do what He got to do, and then the Lord will allow you to eat. As I should say. But the Lord get His first, man. He get His lick back first, man, because ultimately He was the one, that sacrificial lamb, that laid down His life for the nation of Israel. Ultimately the elect, man. So the Lord got to get His first, and then the Lord will give you the to you know take vengeance. But it will be all through the Spirit. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so this is yeah. That's all I had. So, Lord willing, that was edifying and to the point. Uh, Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, who were well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. With that, I want to say Shalom. Abba, Kwanya, Shwala.